It would be an absolute honor. Thank you so much. Scene set. It's time for Liquid to bounce back. Conceding thanks to some heroics as they've covered from Simple and Co. But it's the individuals. They talk about the stars of the Liquid show, a trio of Elige, Twists, and we'll keep our eyes on all three of them. Naf, the third in the list. Boomich is going to be tested towards CT to start it off.
Here we go, the full commitment towards A. The smokes are down, the Molotovs are deployed, and ground has been covered. We are going to see the bomb planted, a 5-on-5 retake here, but Na'Vi are absolutely fine with that. They've got a kit available to them. Flamey probing from CPL, Perfecto and Co. making their way through CT spawn, and there's the opening kill. Boomich will remove the other in-game leader in the form of Nitro.
Smoke. That's a really nice smoke to try and lock them out, but his attention's drawn elsewhere. And slipping through the smoke is Simple, gets the frag. Should be impossible for Naf and Twists. But do they know the meaning of the word? Chance, and it's squandered. Big connection, and Na'Vi, they take the retake. Now that is one way to start off the second map.
Yeah, excellent work there. Only dropping a single frag. That's impressive. Liquid, with perfect execution, find an open bomb site. They've locked out the CTs for a while. At that point, though, we do see Na'Vi flood through towards the murder hole, towards connector, CT spawn, and they didn't miss a single shot. They have got the win in their sails at this point, but we are going to see the force buy coming in from Liquid in this second round. So you have to drop weapons around. Whoever's got the most money will drop a Krieg or an AK, and Nitro and Elige have been chosen to purchase armor, utility, and they'll be bringing out the heavy artillery towards middle. 3 Deagles behind them, and a great shot from Nitro there. That removes Flamey from the equation, and they've got an opening lead.
Simple, ready and waiting to pick up that AUG. And gosh, Nitro, you really do have to have some confidence behind you, knowing that there's 2 rifles in play, they've invested it into you, and he takes the fight middle, wins it out flawlessly as well, still 100 HP. My history teacher would tell me off for saying HP. It's H.
H is nothing, yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Coggins.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, God rest her. Nice flash.
Might be alive, don't know, but...
well, not going to give you a history lesson, but... Time for the flashes. Naf's going to be throwing that one, and so they flood in. It will be the Deagles first. Makes a lot of sense. Rifles can clean up at the end, but that's if they find the frags. Already, of course, Flamey fell early, and now Perfecto didn't quite connect the opening spray from his MP9, and oh, Twist is making this round look like it's all said and done. A connection onto Simple. Leaves Electronic in kitchen. Boomich sprinting towards apartments. Well,
that should be it. You're absolutely right there. It's an opening pick for Nitro towards that middle position. B execution coming through, and it's gone perfectly well for Team Liquid there. They answer back straight away. It will be 1-1. Electronic to save the M4A4. Boomich on the MP9, and they will have to force buy back themselves. A very important round coming up next, but a flawless one from Liquid here in the second. Very impressive scenes here. They've managed to recover the AUG as well. That's now in the hands of Naf, who's a bit of a specialist with the weapon, but Boomich with a chance to get a couple here. Only finds one, extra $600, but not ideal. Would have liked to have taken a couple with him if possible. Electronic now the only player to survive. Liquid will retreat with 4 towards T-spawn as the bomb explodes there. Great round, as we'll see all the weapons taken over to the next.
Yeah, that's lovely. They don't have to spend too many pennies right out of the gates. Chances are Stewie's going to keep hold of that MP9. No complaints. He knows he's going up against the, well, 1 saved rifle. Perhaps the force around it. Unlikely.
So the Desert Eagles, CZs 1 and 4. A few smokes, 1 incendiary. No kits, just to know that. And Team Liquid don't want to do anything too drastic here. Run the defaults, drop the smokes, wait for initial aggression. Flamey's trying to drop that incendiary towards the mid boxes here, just make them a little bit more uncomfortable. Nitro is fine of it though, still got the shield of the smoke. Looks towards short of the AK.
Spots 1. Tucked in on CPL. And a little spot of aggression with that CZ. Makes a lot of sense. Boomich, he's even going to try and demand. The ramp is not an access point. He's holding onto his smoke, waiting for a second sound cue of sorts. And Liquid, they're setting themselves up for a nice little pincer into that A site. Nitro and Elige with the position to punish. Oh, and Boomich just caught a nade on the noggin, down to 19. He's seen him.
You heard Flamey talk then as well. He definitely saw him. He's coming. See whether they can make this kill work. He doesn't want to overcommit. Electronics to deal with it. Comes in, it's only Stewie the MP9, but he had no helmet, so down he goes. You saw the aim punch there. Without the helmet, you are very vulnerable to those MP9s.
Oh, no.
Eagle, though, doesn't really do anything at all, though. No bullets connect. And this is looking great for Liquid now as they continue to take over the A bomb side. Remember, this was a forced buy from Na'Vi. No kills found. I say that Perfecto will get one at the very end of the round there, but well done from Team Liquid, especially to Stewie 2K. If Electronic gets given the information that Stewie's towards the window, but as soon as the MP9 bullet hits his head, his crosshair goes up by about an inch. You saw that, and there's nothing he could do. You can't control the spray at that point, so the helmet's very important in those sort of rounds.
Yeah, good grief. We saw a fantastic replay. I was sitting in the green room. I think it was Anders and Moses casting the game. I just watched a slow motion replay of aim punch, and you can just see just how ridiculous it screws with your crosshair. It is insane.
Yeah. So up to Simple now. Desert Eagle will do very well to get a kill through the smoke towards top of middle. No bullets land. Stewie 2K using this opportunity to gain some ground towards short, but there's a bit of a stack going on there. Na'Vi will have 3 players positioned. There's normally a flashbang ready and waiting. There it is. And Elige will do well to get away from the bullets. They'll be firing in from shore here. Nitro will get the first 2. Elige 2. Pick up the pieces, mop them up, and Perfecto will get 1 kill. That's actually from A. That was in Palace position, so he's done actually very well to even get a kill at that point, but only 1 found, and it's going to be 3-1 overall. A gun round now available for Na'Vi, but Simple buying that Deagle in the previous round does not allow him to get the AWP. He has 4,400. You need 4,750 to even buy the AWP itself, so he could have got a glass cannon. He's gone for the shotgun on Mirage. Now, I have not seen many people in the first gun or enter with an auto shotgun. Simple closed out when they lost the other game on Mirage with a Nova on the T side. So he's trying to make shotguns on Mirage a thing. No one else is really doing this, but I will never criticize Simple's decisions. You know, let's see what he's got up his sleeve. He's going to be playing close A ramp.
We saw him taking to the Twitter sphere saying, if you think that last round Nova was a tilt buy, you're wrong. Well, the auto shotgun may not see too much action if Electronic keep fragging like that. There it is. Naf jumps straight into his jaws, and that's quite the upgrade. Twist does take the head off of the start of the Na'Vi show, and looking for the second one as well. Flamey tagged up heavily, and I love it, Twist. That flame could catch him rather appropriately. And another frag. It's spreading, but it's not quite enough. Flamey is just tucked in on that corner, staring at where his life could have gone. 2v2.
Twist has somehow made a round out of nothing here. Electronic with the first 2 kills, and now they actually have the bomb down. 1 versus 1. Perfecto has health. Has been good in these clutch scenarios. Gives up his position, and he sticks the landing. Nitro wasn't ready for it. Great shot from Perfecto. They only have 1 player surviving, but it was a difficult buy to begin with. Remember, the auto shotgun, 4 rifles. It works out for them. An aggressive swing towards middle for Electronic yields 2 big kills at the start. Twist almost saves the day, but they've got so much money going to the next round. Regardless of a win here for Na'Vi, they still have a massive advantage. Nitro at $10,000. Same story for Stewie 2K as well. And really quite the opposite on the Na'Vi side of things. This was the lovely push there from Electronic, jumping down. The auto shotgun, of course, it works out for Simple. And we'll go to a 3-2 scoreline. Krieg saved. M4's coming out, but the MP9 will be in the hands of Boomich as well. This is the sort of round he might want to go for. A little push, a little set piece to try and get an opening frag going towards B apartments or top of middle. But looks to be pretty standard in terms of the CT setup right now. Faster pace potentially from Team Liquid. 2 players towards the B apartments. Flashbangs being delivered. Smoke down a connector. Naf with the bomb for now. Holds towards top of mid. All quiet here for now. They know there's a distinct lack of utility for Na'Vi. Every piece they bait out, it's costing them money, and they don't have a lot of it. Speculative shot from Simple towards the underpass there. Nothing connects just yet.
Now you can see the protocols from Liquid. And that muscle memory as well for those smoke sprays. All of those close corners have been cleared, and now starting to advance towards B. That's a great Molotov. Sendry from Flamey, and actually trading out from short. Their presence in apps has been slowed, but there's more where that came from. Elige, Nitro now are going to be joined by the 2 partners in crime descending from the apartments. Perfecto, I like the angle around the smoke. He's surely good for 1. He could even stop the plant as it fades. The timing's all down to him. Gets 1. Immediately traded by Naf and backing away into the site. Naf's doubled up. Advantage Liquid. Bomb will go down, and there's not much Boomich can do with that weapon there.
Yeah, it's not really ideal, but the flashbang might be. He's caught him. There's a couple of kills coming in from Electronic here. Now just Nav with 27 HP.
Saw him.
But he is a bit of a clutch master himself, and he's only got 4 bullets left in the Krieg. It's not going to be enough. Electronic stepping up once again with 3 massive kills with that saved Krieg. It's going to be round 7 coming through. Liquid have plenty of cash, but it looked like an impossible scenario there. The MP9 towards short, it was just one flashbang to buy that space. Electronic could deal with the rest.
Yeah, I mean, Naf did well to find Perfecto, and then this second frag, you can see just preemptively positioning his crosshair as such, but from Electronic's POV, he's ready and waiting. As soon as he finds that first, a very crispy response to keep Boomich safe and sound.
Huge round. Can't stress that enough. Their money would have been ranked for a couple after that if they managed to throw the round, but still fully invested into it. Still with the MP9, Boomich holding on for dear life here. I need one more successful round, they'll be back into this game. Money is the main issue at this stage, as we have another default approach from Liquid. Smoke towards window. A little bit of presence towards B at the start. Twist will recover the bomb and head towards T-spawn. An A split looking very likely at this point with Naf's decent ground covered towards the end of Palace here. Boomich gets himself in towards the A ramp. Does he go any further than this? It would be a huge play if he did. He investigates, spots one. He can't go for any more now. I'll have to drop the smoke. By this time, perfectly played so far.
I will hold them at bay. Buys 15 seconds and Electronic. Oh my goodness, Naf, what a reaction. He was dead to rights, but his reflexes have put Liquid back in contention for round 7. Bomb will go down. Twist is the one to make sure that happens. Electronic already wounded, and so Perfecto and Flamey, they're going to be the ones to try and see if there's an avenue in. You are seeing Na'Vi already start to posture for the save.
Yeah, because the money's absolutely wrecked at this point. They need to save rifles going forward. So there it is, Naf. What a stunning shot that was in the Palace position. Call him a king as he manages to come through. Like, it didn't look like it was even possible he could get his crosshair in that spot, but completely dispatches of Boomich at that point. Remember, he only had the MP9. He still did significant damage towards Naf. Got him down to 50. Wasn't quite enough. But they will save the Krieg and 2 M4s there. So it was a nice default from Liquid at the start, just taking away vision from the CTs. Naf just helps himself towards the A site, and at that point they have to save the weapons, which is the right call, I think, at this stage. Money has been a real issue for Na'Vi, so saving 3 rifles gives him the fighting chance going forward. Simple can get himself a shotgun in round number 8, so it's going to be fine. It's 2,500.
One ramp frag was all you needed. He's buying into the system.
That's main shotgun and Mirage Simple. Let's go. I'm interested.
I mean, I'm a big believer in that auto shotty. God, it feels satisfying. And I do see a Mag 7.
He's actually done it. Respect. I'm so in.
Okay, where do you take it? Where do you take it?
Well, he's actually done it. The madman. All right.
Underpass, maybe, if he's feeling really ballsy?
You might be on the something.
Yes. I don't hate it. There's no one there. He's going to get a lot of info. They've actually chosen to stack B as well. There's 4 members of Na'Vi there. Surely, there's only a couple of seconds before they get the info that there's not much going on B apps.
Well, time will tell. Does Simple want to push up the stairs? He hasn't just yet. He's holding the corner. It's a big grenade towards short, though. Flamey just swallows it. Offers one back in return, but doesn't land any damage. Just a little bit shy of its target. Simple still waiting. So he knows that underpass is clear. He looks towards connector now. This is not an easy frag to get. Even though that connector, that range is still difficult to find a quick kill. He doesn't see Stewie go in, though. Doesn't get that intel. I still feel like he's going to do it! That's so sick. Does he get out of here? Surely not a second kill, Alex.
There should be no way.
Get out, Simple. Retreat.
And he will. Molotov enables him to retreat safely. But the first blood is drawn with the Mag 7. Affectionately known as the Swag 7. And no absence of swagger when Simple's in the server. Nitro claws one back. He has the bomb on his back as well. So therefore, the rotate's coming in. All of the cavalry rotating towards CT. And a good swing from Perfecto, a slight ankle from Nitro, loses the life, loses the bomb, and perhaps the advantage. It can spiral from here. Twist is burning, and that's just the bomb retrieval mission. He has been forced off it, and now Flamey goes hunting. Another body drops. Liquid, they're watching this round get ripped from them, all onto Alicia. Good dink with the Mag 7.
Not again. Simple. Okay. That's so wild. I am a believer in the shotgun. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Let's go, Simple. We are going to see 4-4 come through. I will never doubt you again. He goes towards the underpass. He waits there for 30 seconds, and someone walks into his crosshair. He manages to dink Alicia at the end as well. And we'll see the AWP in his hands now. More familiar territory here. This is the stabilization that Na'Vi were looking for. Brilliant play there.
He's
Very
2 for
different.
2.
Yeah.
Shotgun buys have paid off 100% of the time. It works every time. Let's see. Lining up for their B smokes. Perfecto, newest edition, given the responsibility that no one craves. However, he is not solo in this instance. He has Flamey towards the short side of sight. More CT utility comes flying in. What's the cue? What's the go that they're waiting for? Nitro is holding a flashbang. It might be that. Flying in, and they do get across. To the side, Flamey does manage to stabilize his crosshair in time, but Perfecto has had no issues. The Molotov slowed down the last two to arrive, and so the fifth for Na'Vi.
Yep, just a question as to whether Nitro can get one kill here. Doesn't look likely. About 1,000 bullets being thrown in his direction at this point. All 5 survive for Na'Vi. Perfecto with 3, the anchor of the B bomb site. You don't get much action on that side, but it always feels good when you mop them up. As we'll see it go round 10 come through.
Something that Na'Vi, have been making very clear in interviews, Simple in particular on stage with OJ, just the start of this one, he was talking about how he has more confidence in his team than he's ever had before. And I truly don't want that to be glazed over and forgotten about, because this is a player who he went through the ranks, climbing the ranks of always having, seeing the errors in his teammates. He was always the angry, coming up as the angry talented, sure, but he could see the mistakes his teammates were making. That player has been refined, sure, over the years, but now he's happy with his team and he feels like they can go all the way. Liquid, trophies have been eluding them as well. The number thrown around on the desk, 222 days.
That seems almost too much.
Since
You kind of think about it, yeah, it all adds up. 3 Galils here, Alex. We talked about the power of the weapon. If it's ever going to be harnessed, it has to be right now.
God, that's a lot of utility in response to the smoke on Connector. Mid is theirs. Nice protocols from Liquid. They'll set Elige up towards CPL, and now they want to pincer. Ooh, gets spotted first, and just as the smoke fades, Electronic, why does it look so easy for you? 3, and the round is won. Just like that, multi-kill with that Krieg, keeping hold of that T-weaponry, and Elige, yes, he was supposed to be the loose thread on the other side of the map, but unfortunately he's the only one that remains.
Not much Elige can do about this one, I'm afraid. Read like a book. Electronic just absolutely destroys them there towards the connector. A preemptive shot through the smoke forces their hand. They have to push through one by one. The spacing was pretty decent, but his aim was even better. Electronic, 3 kills, Simple with 1. And it's just a matter of time before Elige will go down here. Does he take any bodies with him? Absolutely. Criff shot towards Electronic. A chance here now. A conversation as to whether he can pull off a 1 versus 3. He can actually head towards
B. Kitchen?
Yeah, he could do this now at this point, but there is Perfecto on the other side and Simple waiting in CT spawn. A nice idea, pretty much the only option he had, but very well read. Good awareness from Na'Vi, and they keep 3 players up, including the AK, the Krieg, and the AWP. Very valuable.
Where did this Krieg come from? Electronic, that can't be the same Krieg he's been holding on to. I want to keep track of that because he has still been finding these multi-kills with that weapon he stole from the hands of Team Liquid.
Well, it should be the eco here. They'll certainly be struggling to get a Krieg out in this round, 1 by 1. The most valuable kill you can get, the bomb carrier at the front. Everyone can just pounce on that opportunity, start dumping their grenades over, and it has to be the eco here. We call this one a flash attack. You get 3 players towards a palace position. You smoke CT spawn. 2 flashes go over, trying to overwhelm them. But Boomich looks like he's got the perfect spot to deal with this. Big spray coming in, looking to cause damage here, which he has, but only finds the 1 so far. They're just looking to get a plant in this round if possible, but Flamey doing absolutely everything he can to deny that. Good shot towards Simple's head, but it takes a lot to take him down. Twist will have an M4 here.
Oh my God, he hit it!
Takes 1 more in the smoke.
Okay,
All right, everyone calm down.
Yeah, but that just looked so comical. God, if that's happened on Overwatch, I'm raising my eyebrows. That's all I'm saying. Round 12, it is going to be Na'Vi 7, Liquid 4. Second map of our second quarterfinal. We're looking to see who will meet Astralis in the semis. And already, Dust 2 went the way of Natus Vincere. I mean, that was a map that's eluded them. We talked about it before. It's always close. It's always close.
That was crazy. The flick. You are right. We are going to see the mid-aggression now. Just going to start changing things up. They've got plenty of resources on the CT side. Flames are down. But now with the wider mid position, you can see Elite actually has an access point at this stage. It's not like it used to be. That's why they increased that distance so Tees can actually fight back if required. That's Electronic being removed here. Simple knows he needs to step up and find a kill in response. Drops the flames towards underpass, allows him to focus towards middle for another 7 seconds uncontested. Oh my goodness, Simple. You madman. Elise displays 2 down, 1 towards the window, 1 at short. That should be the round. 5 versus 2. Perfecto and Boomage ready and waiting.
Yeah, there should be absolutely no way. And they do back away. I saw Boomich just hanging out in jungle. I was like, what do you plan to do? Instead, he's found the Krieg, and so that will likely make its way back to Electronic, given how successful he's been with it.
Yeah, well, their money is okay. It's certainly not amazing. So the fact they've got 4 grand on Flamey and Perfecto, saving these 2 weapons, that'll be enough. They'll be able to get a nice healthy buy going forward. But there is a bit of a hunt going on. Stewie 2K sniffing around the underpass here, seeing if he can find his prey. They don't really have the resources to justify this, but they know how powerful these T weapons are right now. Looking to pre-fire in towards the B apartments here. They are aware of those angles, of course, and see Perfecto just tucks himself in. And they should be fine here. I say that with bated breath because Stewie has changed his mind. He's coming back through. Perfecto should be able to get him. Remember, Liquid can't really justify losing multiple players here. 1 would be fine. Don't give any more than that. That's okay. The fact they actually got the kill there, that's good. That's worth it.
Swiss got the timing so spicy there,
Yeah.
like just as the round was ending, just as the players kind of already starting to think about the buy-binds he's got to be pressing. Instead, caught and lost. Was it the Krieg? No, preserved, and will make its way back to Electronic. This is a great example, though, Henry, of what you highlighted earlier. You know, the widening of the top of middle. That Astralis smoke no longer reigns supreme.
Yeah, so the Astralis combo used to be smoke top left and middle, Molotov the right. There was no access for the T's at all. You wouldn't even have any vision because you went through the smoke, there'd be flames on the other side. Now it's wider. You'd have to commit a lot more utility to have the same effect. Speaking of utility, there's the Molotov from the terrorist side towards the B apartments, thrown by Twists. That will take 38 damage off of Simple there. We got to see him just get boosted, I think, on the bench at this stage. Haven't seen this for a while. Very effective just to get 1 kill, especially when the money's not great. You can see they haven't reinvested into the round with a double AWP setup. Deagle Perfecto, and he's just going to be used as a mount at this time.
Some people pay good money for that, Hank.
Yeah, well, this is the freebie.
Boomich rolling forward, Elise, that's a big win. Electronic shut down, he usually does so much damage, and Boomich only going to get 1. What does that mean with Flamey? He does connect the AWP shot, but now into the site they go. Nitro, Naf, bomb down. Simple alive, but way over on the other side of the map. It's smoked, and it could very well be the same call as the round before.
I think you might be right. Great stuff from Team Liquid. Overwhelming there. Showing a little bit of presence towards B, took the initial vision. They wanted to get the sniper set up so they could just have a turret ready and waiting in the apartments there, potentially have 4 players towards A. Flames were enough to dissuade him from that position. He has to go for the boost. 2 players committed deep in the B bomb site, and his teammate has been removed here. Simple. He had managed to win a 1 versus 4 on Dust 2, but this one a little bit out of his reach. So far away from the bomb, just going to be holding onto the sniper rifle here. You can see that money's at dead zero pretty much across the board. They're going to get 2nd stage loss bonus on top of this, which is $1,900 per player. That's like kind of forced buy territory with 2 grand. You could take the full eco around this. It depends which way they're inclined. You get 2,400 going into the next round. I mean, Simple has to survive, though, with the AWP. We'll see what they want to go for. Simple has spent around $800 getting a smoke and a couple of flashes here. And they've gone for Deagle Armor. And it's a force buy from Flamey. So they got the AWP, 2 grand per player, and they are going for it, by looks of things.
It always feels like the Na'Vi buys happen so late, like the conversation's happening in the last 3 seconds.
Take the timeouts, boys. They're there for a reason. Discuss it with the coach, see what he thinks, maybe.
Yeah, Blade's kind of pulling his hair out.
Could I get in on this action, like before you maybe make the biggest decision of the entire half so far? But they're like, you know what? They're confident. Maybe that speaks volumes.
Perhaps. Let's see how it pays off for them. Simple. 6 frags to his name so far. The Liquid T side has been good at keeping him leashed. Electronic, a different story, though. And you have to silence both to dominate the Na'Vi defense. Pushed into Palace. This is Boomich feeling himself. He knows he has to find an advantage, or use the element of surprise. We are seeing, however, that 3-man stack from the CTs could very well pay off if Liquid continue this walk.
So similar to our discussions throughout the week on Inferno, these sort of rounds, you want the smoke grenade, you want to whittle down that clock. You see them outside B right now. Perfecto spots them. A few bodies there. And Simple. He's got a chance here, and he capitalizes on the first. There's a chance of the second as well. Flamey will chime in. Simple knows he can win this round for them. Legs another one, and Twist will go down in his own Molotov at the bottom after Simple legged him here. 3 versus 2. A force fight coming through, and Simple has had enough of this round. It's 35 seconds remaining, and Stewie 2K left with an impossible scenario as Simple keeps finding shot after shot here. Surely this is their round, but Stewie 2K spots the barrel. He knows exactly where Simple is, but sometimes that doesn't even matter. He's always one step ahead. Gets the headshot. Electronic and Boomage now just with the pistols here. 15 seconds. Needs to recover the bomb. We're still down towards the apartments. Jumps up. Surely he'll get the kill, but no. 20 seconds now and Stewie can go for the plan.
Electronic's playing this right. Great fake. Stewie's going to have to react. The spray isn't good. Just enough for Na'Vi, and Simple's done it again. I know it says 2, but that's 3 in that round. A great third tag-in Twists with just a fraction of invisible to make sure that round was won. We'll get to see that again from his POV. This first shot, I'm seeing a flash of orange for half a second. Simple clearly sees it more than enough. And that third shot, I'm afraid you won't get to see it. Instead, we dive into the 15th. The first, or rather the final round of the first half here on our second map.
MP9's Perfecto and Boomage. They've won a lot of these clutches so far, but it's always just the one player going forward. Plenty of cash here for Liquid. They'll have 5 rifles once again, and maybe a double kill to kick things off. Naf finds them lined up towards the Palace position, and Boomage and Electronic wondering what the hell just happened to him at that point.
Yeah, one difference from the round before, and that's Nath. He this time decided to go on the Palace push, but Simple's not quite done with this round yet. He has other plans. Stewie eliminated. Mid no longer manned. Liege can change that as he deviates from his B-Apps lurk. He'll be filling the gap left by Simple's frag.
Such a presence on the server. When Simple hits an AWP shot, you can see everyone slows down. Discuss your options. Flash goes over towards A. Big kill coming through from Flamey. Equalizes it to a 3-on-3.
Perfecto is going to be the first man to really solve this mystery for Na'Vi, but he's only got the MP9 and there could not be at longer range, and that's good from Liquid. Good damage from Perfecto, could be finished by Flamey, traded, and all onto Simple. They're low. He has the USP and we know what he can do with... Oh, never mind, he's got an AK, the perfect weapon for the job. Another clutch from Simple. He's won 2 breathtaking rounds for his team so far. I like this choice though, but if he was to go for the ambitious jump to check it, he can jump on those boxes, but instead he's going to call the first. Gets the frag, but this is so nice from Liquid. He's holding it, and all Naf has to do is check it. Oh! Not again, Simple! That's simply not allowed! I don't believe it!
He's done it again. This is just unreal. Simple is in the zone right now. It's difficult to get him out of it. That's going to be 9-6.5. Na'Vi are firing on all cylinders, and we're going to take a break and be back for the second. Let's see if Liquid have got any life left in them.
The third and final part of today, ladies and gentlemen, the last 2 questions and the fabled prize boost challenge. James, I did not like the first one, mate.
You did all right, mate. But you know what? You can always look at me for inspiration.
I look to a lot of people for inspiration, and you're not one of them.
Let's just bring on the next question. Which of these has the highest number, the capacity of the Spodek Arena, Burger King restaurants around the world, or pubs in Dublin? I've spent a lot of time in pubs in Dublin, mate.
All right, top waist man.
Thanks.
And James, I'm a quarter Irish, so I know where Dublin is.
Yeah, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but maybe you can explain what's happening next.
It is the Prize Boost Challenge.
Okay.
Oh, the cinnamon challenge. You guys, who came up with this? Did you watch YouTube from like 7 years ago?
Why is yours so much bigger than mine?
So this is basically impossible. Have you done this before?
Never.
Oh, it's a great experience, man. You should definitely.
Have you done it before then?
Yeah, I've done it
So
before.
why don't we do it for the fans?
Guess we just have to do it.
Let's make this money.
Let's do it.
Wait, I don't get hold of it yet.
Same time, bro.
Alright.
Cheers.
Can't even do it.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I was never gonna do it. I threw it over my shoulder.
Oh, I did that for no reason. We don't win now.
Well, no, you did it for like personal growth, right? So.
What person?
Oh,
Oh,
dude, I can't believe we failed.
No, you failed. I did it. 7th and final question coming your way. You guys have got to work out what happens next.
JDM in the back line here, nice flick on the taco. It's a 2-on-2, he's bringing it back for his team, and there's still no bomb plan. Nitro is right behind, JDM just has to stay alive.
What happens next? JDM gets the double with the AWP. Nitro flanks from behind and gets both kills. Fur hits 2 headshots and wins the round.
Everybody, we are finished. Remember to get your answers locked in over at esl.glhf.gg for a chance to win some awesome prizes.
And Parla, we get to do this all over again tomorrow. We're back with more, and we'll do our best to win you guys some better prizes. We promise we are giving it our all.
Spicy or nasty, bring it on. Some cheesy producer lines there. What is
I
it
love how
with,
they're laughing.
what is it with producers and wanting to make the talent cheesy? I feel like it's just a thing.
All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after.
We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away.
We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after.
We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
There's only one Katowice a year and the quarterfinals continue. The core of Na'Vi have been chasing victory versus the North American stallion Team Liquid since 2016. That's right, the last time they managed to beat them was in 2016. Reforged rosters entirely. JDM and Pimp were on that Liquid, just to paint the picture of how long ago that was. And in stark contrast, on the other side of the stage is Liquid chasing a trophy that has been avoiding them since they picked up their Grand Slam victory in Chicago.
While the scene has been set, we get into the pistol round of the second half. Na'Vi already a map under their belt, a 9-6 lead as they swap over to the T side now. And we have got Simple, the man himself, P250 armor, waiting towards the Palace. And he's played a bit of a showstopper so far. We'll see if he can keep it up. Electronic towards middle, 2 players underpass, and it's an A retake setup as well from Liquid here. They've got Stewie towards window, Twist and Spawn. No one on the bomb side itself.
Smokes towards jungle. And Elige does catch Perfecto to start this party off. They gave Simple the P250, but uncharacteristically, a shot missed. 4 versus 3 now. It's a good catch onto Stewie, but it does look so good for the CTs. Naf, Nitro, they're hunting him down. He's got nothing, not a leg to stand on. Nades and players on either side of him, and it's just Naf to finish. Double kill from him, and Liquid, they start their pistol round with a necessary win.
Yeah, absolutely true. Very clean as well. No pressure really applied towards the site. They shut it down before they even get close. Luckily for them as well, Simple never really got going with that P250, which can be very powerful at range. Much better than the Glock, that's for sure. No bomb planted, suggests we'll see AKs in the 3rd round and a full eco here. Objective, get that bomb planted. It's going to be a difficult task to say the very least. They've got a couple of Desert Eagles, make it 3 now. No armor, no nades. You're normally picking towards top and middle, looking for that magical 1 dig. Sometimes comes through. Underpass play for Stewie 2K.
I love it.
Yeah, trying to get his confidence up, I think. They talked about him needing momentum. He's currently 7 and 12 at the bottom of the scoreboard. Haven't seen much from him this series so far, but now starting to get stuck in. There's the first kill for him.
Yeah, he's just got to get the juices flowing. You want to hear those roars we saw during the group stage. Likes to get under his opponent's skin on the stage today. A chance to do it with gameplay. Gets the first. And the slowdown. There is nothing but the $700 pistol for the Na'Vi boys, and only 2 of them. That was a real nasty way to lose your health. Just felt like Elige is just playing with him at that point. Tags him up, walks away, knows that the fight does not need to be committed to.
All quiet for now. We know the AKs are in the 3rd. Said this a few times this tournament. When you have these sort of rounds, you might as well bleed out the utility. An incendiary is $600, a smoke is $300. It all counts going forward. If you do win that big round, every dollar you can drain out of round number 2 here, it's worth it. Might be a little bit boring, might not be the most fun, but you just want to try and do what you can here. And there's another smoke being brought out. So if you just rush towards there at the start of this round, they would just mow you down. The SMGs farm loads of cash, and they'd keep all their grenades, right? So this is the most efficient approach.
And I mean, the smallest margins determine trophy lists.
Yep, absolutely. Could be the difference between getting yourself a defuse kit in the CT side, for example, or you can't get a Molotov, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
Good examples, and you can see the likely result comes through, and Liquid do well to avoid any unnecessary deaths. So they'll be bringing all of those SMGs into this AK Na'Vi buy.
Well, here come the Kriegs, the AKs. They will not have the AWP available to them, but that was never going to be in their optics anyway. We'll see the MP9s, the UMPs, and FAMAS is brought over to the next round. So this is what we've been calling the bonus round in today's game. Knowing you've won the first 2 cleanly, they haven't got a bomb down so far. The AKs are coming out. Your SMGs, if you somehow win this round, you're going to have such a massive amount of cash. It's unreal.
Yeah.
But if you lose it, ideally you want to get 2 or 3 kills and bring out the heavy guns next round with the AWPs, the M4s. So sure, there's a good chance you lose this round, but you just want to make sure that you cause a dent within Na'Vi's offense here.
Positions like Elige's, positions like Twist's are exactly how they find them. Off angles to surprise, a bit of aggression from Twist. And Flamey was looking for it, but the SMG wins the duel. Elige the opposite. He's gone down to Electronics Palace presence, but backing away, back towards T-Spawn. It doesn't look like Na'Vi have any interest in going for too much aggression, but that is a Krieg upgrade.
Yeah, big. Shouldn't be a world where you can go down, they can have a Krieg, and nothing can be done about it. 4 on 4 still, but as you mentioned, one of the star players, Twist, now with the Krieg in hand, 49 HP. Bomb still down towards T-Spawn. 3 players in middle. Stewie 2K, the anchor for Team Liquid, alone in B, as usual. Tucking himself in the bomb site. Looks to be a B finish here. Time will tell, but they're starting to head towards the apartments with Electronic, and they'll make their way up towards short. Knowing there's no AWP available, they can walk up there and be relatively safe. They'll drop one smoke, and now they'll pick up the pace.
Yeah, Nitro left B, so Stewie with only a UMP.
No backup at all, no rotations out. They have no idea. Nitro's only just moving from ticket booth now.
Oh, he's screwed. Yeah. Certainly now, that's going to be the round. You want to see some damage as they make a dent.
Should save. There's not even point going with this with the SMGs. And they are. Okay.
Panic over. But Na'Vi put the 10th on the board. They are now 6 rounds away from breaking the curse I mentioned on the way in.
I'm going to say it, like Liquid, with that sort of setup there, they should be scrappier. They should be like capitalizing upon the fact they've got the Krieg kill towards the A ramp. They've got an upgraded weapon. No one else is there. Why are they not getting more information? How has Stewie been isolated for so long that no one can even back him up in any sort of manner towards B? He's only got an SMG at that point. You had a man advantage and they just walked into B site. They needed to be a little bit more inquisitive after getting that advantage. The round wasn't done. It wasn't really much of an advantage considering they're up against a full array of rifles, and they've let them get away with 4 of them as well. We said you had to dent the economy here, but at least they'll save the FAMAS and the Krieg, but Na'Vi will be happy at that one. They're going to have plenty of resources going forward now. 5 rifles, all the grenades, as they take double digits and extend their lead to 10-8.
I think a big component of the second half is going to be whether or not we have too much AWPing success from Liquid. It seems that Stewie has chosen to bring the big green into the 19th, but as this half continues to transpire, do they see any early connections with the AWP? It's not something Liquid rely on. It's something that they, of course, managed to pick up their ridiculously fast $1 million Grand Slam victory. Not necessarily requiring that AWP component every round, but today it's present.
Gavin smoke for Elige. No opportunities rising so far, though. He'll fall back. Up towards the ticket booth for now. Going through the motions here, trying to get control of middle. Could boost a player up. That's normally the go-to after smoking middle. Getting a player towards a connector. Elige can't push through with the smoke down. Waiting. Eyes off some shots, no damage inflicted.
The bomb often entrusted to Simple on his back for now, and they do seem to be receding out of this mid-presence. Oh, Molotov's going to force the fight. Nitro, he can stay out of his line of sight, though. He's found a lovely, comfortable nook to tuck himself into.
Execution looking likely, Alex. There won't be much of one. It'll be more of a contact play. They can probably smoke off one key choke point. Ideally, CT spawn, considering Stewie 2K has the AWP. But it looks to me like a contact play. Twits feeling brave for the Krieg. He has made quite a lot of noise here, though. He needs to get at least one. Can't do it, but significant damage inflicted. Flash goes over. Stewie needs to hit some shots now. First one connects. They know where he is, though. He gets the second, and Elige chimes in as well.
Stewie, 2K, looking for the third. It's Simple, and it's way too difficult to find. Now bomb can go in. 2v2. We do see Nitro. He's way behind, but he's on his way. And does start to walk.
So this is all down to Nitro, really.
Does have the opportunity for an AK, but that would make noise. Element of surprise more important to him. He has value in this position, and now you can see why. Electronic, it's just about timing. And he looks away, punished first. Now all onto Simple. He has the cross for Nitro. He has the kit. So does Naf, though, and from CT he arrives. Fresh mag for Simple. He needs to find just one more. It's easy peasy. Quad kill for Simple.
He's done it once again. 4 kills in the bag. Money broken for Team Liquid, and we go 11-8.
What he wants that victory.
Yeah, he said it on the stage in the pre-interview, right? He's like, he's sick of losing to Team Liquid. He's had enough. Nitro just kind of laughed it off. He's like, it's been easy beating these guys, no problem at all. This is the closest they've come in quite some time. Even with 2 opening Stewie 2K kills, you'd think that'd be enough. But this man, he's not going down without a serious fight here. Fully commits. He wanted to swing on that, had to take the reload. Naf drops the smoke, and that's all Simple needs to get the intel. And what's just happened there? Initial headshot is delivered, and Naf has taken himself out. Did he
nade himself?
Nade himself? Yeah, he must have. I think he threw the nade and bounced off his teammate's back, and it just hit him in the face after getting shot.
Oh my goodness.
A bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world.
No, it's a nasty way to go down, but all fine for the rest of Na'Vi. Even getting a Mac 10 frag in for Boomich, so an extra $600 for him to spend frivolously.
I don't know why CSGO likes to keep us guessing. It could just show an icon exactly what happened, but it always is the skull. Doesn't want to.
That's true.
Keep it a secret, you know.
But we'll tell you when you get an impact decoy kill.
It will do, yeah, with a massive icon in the top right.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's much more frequent, obviously. They look at the stat sheets. They can see.
How many decoy kills come in? Here we go, another frag. Flamey available. Just trying to jiggle it out. It's going to be Nitro, who will fall back. Desert Eagle. Looks like he's going to get one, maybe. Not going to happen. 12-8. Written all over the walls here. Twist trying to have any sort of impact here. Clean sweep for Na'Vi. That's a problem. That means they get a ton of money going forward. They've got 2 Mag 10s here, Alex. And that is scaring me for Liquid a little bit here, because they've gone for double orbs. 4 players without helmets. Make it 5. I'm calling right now if I'm Na'Vi, with this sort of round buffer, something super quick, a set piece that's set to my Mac 10s to get as close as possible.
The second
Swarm
letter in the alphabet, perhaps?
Maybe towards B, yes. That could be a possibility. Just get them in there, flashes over, smokes down, like a bit of a gimme round. You're like, you won't be that mad if you don't win it, but there's a chance you could just run away with this with Mac 10 headshots.
Stewie is going to be smoked off. Times his shot, but no connections. So it looks like Boomich is going to be set up to throw a secondary smoke to keep the attention.
Boomich is calling this perfectly. It is a B approach. They're grouping up together. There'll be a set piece. This is everything we want to see. Doesn't mean the round's in the bag, but it's everything we asked for. Is there anything more to be said?
Everything that's happened before. We get what we want, but Nitro
Go.
has just been caught by the SMG. No issues. That's a very quick flick from Stewie, but he's going to have to do some more. 2 AWPs, retaking, a nightmare, but not getting to the site just yet. Perfecto has been caught. A smoke from Electronic is crucial. Will that lock Naf's line of sight? It looks a bit poor. He still has a line.
Yeah. Woeful smoke, just caught the edge of the wall there, and that's going to yield another kill for Naf. Electronic, he was the one through the smoke, no one to blame but himself there. And what looked to be a very successful approach starting to fall apart here. The flashbang with the Mac 10, though, that could be a cool idea. Oh, he's got a player behind him, Elige. He'll save the day, but simple. Surely not again, Alex.
If he does it again, I'm taking his headset off, thank goodness. 12-9, it looked like an impossible round, and thankfully this time it was. Liquid secure 9. That is going to be the 3rd CT round we've seen from the North Americans, keeping it 3-3 here in the second half. Will we see that 3rd map? It's all in the hands of Liquid. Na'Vi, a chance to secure that semi-final battle versus Astralis, is 4 rounds away.
Yeah, would have liked to see them really swarm the bomb side there. It seems like after getting the pick, they were a little bit apprehensive. The bomb didn't get planted straight away, and they didn't really recover from the situation. Series 2K back into the sniping forefront here. There is a gap available for sure. Good grenade as well. Straight to the face of Boomich. We'll see him.
He opted for the close line. Didn't want to try and catch the cross to the box. It's a hard shot to hit and would, of course, be very vulnerable to the pre-fires. Every single world-class player has got that memorized. Swinging into mid and placing their crosshair in the right spot. For now, does seem like we're going to be seeing a whole lot of utility thrown out.
Just to note, Nitro's gone down in B. That was the only presence we had on that side of the map. They haven't rotated over yet. Naf's towards CPL. And this is the reaction now. So with a bit of a stack towards A, they're going to try and push the A ramp, reclaim some territory, send Stewie 2K towards the window, hoping this will be enough. And luckily for them, no one committed towards B. So Twist is holding like basically T spawn right now. He's pushed the A ramp. That's a very strong position. You're not going to be pre-firing that one.
No way.
It's the B split coming up. Naf in CPL, the linchpin of this operation.
They got Stewie's AWP set up on B. That's really powerful because he can even kill the bench players, or so rather kill Short from bench, and another kill. Naf, he's going for a 3rd. Oh no, picks up the weapon. Simple, ready to punish. And now the site is Na'Vi's. They're going to get that bomb down uncontested. Elysian Twists. They had their heels dug so deep into A.
Yep.
It's going to take a nightmare marathon to get back towards this B site, and they're going to be smoked out.
Yeah, the smoke makes things very complicated indeed. The money is at breaking point as well. Do you even want to consider this one? You can see Adren right now. He knows the implications of this round going awry. They're going to recover weapons and fall back 13-9.
2 CT Kriegs, that's something, but it's...
They're going to get $1,900 on top of that next round, which is like forced by territory. 2 safe Kriegs, you're going to have to go for it. This might decide their fate here in Katowice.
Liquid's tournament life could hang in the balance of what will be a very higgledy-piggledy bye. 13 for Na'Vi. Let's see if it's unlucky for Liquid. AWP will be preserved by Flame. You'll be able to throw that one over, but no issues, of course, for Na'Vi as they continue to find that's their 4th here on the T side. Their hard work in the first half has made this gap little insurmountable for Liquid so far.
Big time out here. Simple, discussing with the coach. He's a very vocal member of the squad. He knows what he wants and he knows how to get it. This team has eluded them for so many years.
You can see his face. He is genuinely like a man possessed. He knows he's 3 rounds away from getting this monkey off his back.
Yep.
He cannot beat Liquid. He said it on stage with OJ, and now he is just 3 rounds away from realizing that. That's the first Team Liquid timeout at 13-9. We could likely see a few more of those here in Mirage.
I think you might be right. This round has got so much weight behind it. Both teams know it. It's going to be absolutely crazy here. They haven't invested. I take it, but I thought they were definitely with this 2 save Kriegs. I thought you'd be all over this. They've got 3 players pretty much full eco. If Twist and Elite can make this round work off the back of 2 save Kriegs and utility, like fair play to them. If ever there were 2 players that could make this work, they might be up there.
Yeah, we talk about duos. Both of them have the rifle. And you can see that they're going to power positions. They know they are the ones that have to pull this round home for their squad. Mitch, oh, the fight is won. And Na'Vi a big step closer to securing 14. Is that Krieg in any sense retrievable? Stewie's considering it. He's waiting for the timing, some sort of cue. And will investigate middle. Doesn't seem like too many players are home, but I don't think he wants to commit just yet.
Good discipline from Na'Vi so far. Big opening pick. Fall back, reposition, group up now. Execution should be the aim of the game. You want to be eradicating risks. You want to be flushing out the opposition, overwhelming them. There's no way they can have all their manpower on one part of the map. Don't need any lurkers. No fakes happen here. You know they're on low money. You've got a man advantage here and a massive advantage in terms of firepower. There shouldn't be a way you could lose a player and there's no way the gun can be traded out. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Oh, the timing.
It's a trade, so it's okay.
That does seem to incite them towards the site. Stewie, no armor, but does find Twist's Krieg. Damage inflicted to the toes of Flamey, and now repositioning into a safe line. Another fight to be won. The pre-fire wasn't far off, but he did catch a bullet, and his perfectly into the brain of Boomich. Naf gone, but he had nothing. Finally, will take Stewie out of the round, but it's Twist put into a winnable scenario, but it was a real bleak odds. 14 on the board, ladies and gentlemen. 2 rounds from the semi-finals. Natus Vincere.
That was big. Felt like it was a little bit dicey towards B there at the end, but it's Stewie 2K. They could only hold on for so long. What a great preemptive shot, though, towards the bomb site. That was pretty wild. Flame with a decent trade. We always talk about spacing, and they managed to make up for that frag that was given away. Liquid are always going to find kills. They're a world-class team with some of the best aimers in the entire game. So you're always going to lose a couple, but...
Fired up.
Fine. Yeah, he wants this. He can taste victory at this point. All for Simple, and Stewie 2K is going for the glass cannon. Just goes to show you how weak they're feeling at this point. They're going to need a pretty much perfect game from this point to actually get us believing they can bring this back. It all starts here around number 24. No defuse kits, no utility for Stewie as he makes his way back towards CT spawn, actually. I thought he was going to go towards the B window. Actually going to be backing up towards Twist, who is alone, to be fair, so it does make sense.
And he's been actively willing to check that fight on ramp while solo away, so credit to Twist. Simple relentlessly staring at this stair. He's expecting it to pay off eventually. Let's see if it does. It would be down to his teammates to encourage the CT maneuvers. What a shot! Stewie gone. Doesn't matter if he had armor or not, but Twist, what can you do? He's found something. He'll have to make a whole lot happen. A second molly might spread, but he's burning, but he's fragging as well. Licked to death. It's Electronics Flames to find him. 3v4. A crucial round for Liquid, and Nitro has connected enough.
Oh, there's so much damage being inflicted, though. Nitro and Elite at the limit of the bomb site here. Great spray from Elite, keeping the dream alive somewhat. Does the bomb go down here? It's Boomich and Simple. What a tag team duo that is. They've got a smoke and a flashbangs available for him. The first thrown in. Smoke really not ideal, but it does deny access towards the steps, I suppose. As we'll see the bomb get planted in the default spot. Simple to cover. They have a massive advantage here. HP, there's a couple of bullets landing would be enough. They know exactly where Nitro is now, who's got the most difficult task of the game so far. It's not going to work out for him, and Simple, he'll close things out and find 15-9. Series point here, gunning for a space in the semi-finals here at Katowice. Team Liquid will need 6 rounds in a row just to get us to overtime to stand a chance.
And, you know, you have to point credit towards Flamey as well. He's one of the only players on the server to be sitting on 20 frags. He is keeping up in one of the most important games Na'Vi have played this year. Semi-final point for Na'Vi. And we do see another timeout. Adren, if you've got any gold, any pocket aces, my goodness, whip them out now. Check his sleeves.
What is left up there? I'm not sure he'll have the solution, to be honest with you. The money is so poor at this stage. They're going to be entering with Scouts, a FAMAS, an MP9, tournament life on the line here. And what's the play going to be? There's not many solutions to this problem. But maybe Team Liquid have it. Simple. It doesn't look like he's going to lose a round at all today. It's unbelievable the way he's playing. The awareness he's got, the flicks, the thought process, everything seems to be coming together. He knows it as well. There's surely no way they give this one up.
He is truly a man on a mission. You can see there is just something. Oh, hang on, I'm seeing stop typed in the chat. Looks
not now, just we build that up.
Guys, this was it. What are you doing?
Did a big monologue about that.
Yeah,
not live. All right, well, take 2. We'll start again.
Take 2.
Right. Can we get the music back? Alex is gonna have a go at it this time. Here we go. Alex, you're up.
Na'Vi have yet to find victory versus Team Liquid. It has eluded them for so bloody long. We haven't seen Na'Vi best Liquid in a best of 3 since 2016. Of course, rosters completely revitalized since that. And now they find themselves with this reforged roster just 1 round away from shattering the curse. Multi-layers to this game. A spot in the semis is something, but the victory will taste just that little bit sweeter. It's not over until it's over, though, and 15-9, Liquid would have to go on a 6-round spree, and not only that, they'd have to start it with a broken bye.
It's not looking good at all out there, Alex. Currently start on $3,000. We have no idea what they're going to purchase into this round. It could be Scouts. It could be MP9s. Who knows?
Could very well be.
We have no idea. Like, right now, they currently sit there with USPs in hand. They'll be able to collect the lesser weaponry and fight with everything they possibly have to try and get themselves back into this second map. This is the pick of Liquid, and so far, Simple just keeps destroying them in every single round. $3,000 to their name, and it has to be perfect from this point. We've got everyone back on the server. We're ready to go. Round 25 could be the very last one of the tournament for Team Liquid here. I hope that sets the scene. I hope you're excited. We're going to do our absolute best to make this one a memorable one. If Team Liquid can bring this one back from the dead, it will be unprecedented. It'll be historic.
Yeah, but every fiber of my being is leaning towards us taking these headsets off in about 50 seconds time. Well, that would be weird because there is still a timeout going on, so halfway through the round I'd be taking it off.
So the buys start to come through again. It'll be more of the same, as you can imagine. MP9, Scouts, maybe a few shotguns thrown in there. The FAMASs are being brought up. Adren, he can sense Liquid's mortality at this point. He knows. We know it's not looking good.
Team Liquid were pipped as the world's best towards the closing stages of 2019. They went on a run like nothing else. 63 days, I believe it was, for them to collect the Intel Grand Slam. That is a record. 4 event wins. And now it could be taken away from them here in Katowice. 1 round is all Na'Vi need, and Naf started with a bang, straight through the smoke, blood drawn. Far from a guarantee, though. There's only SMGs, FAMAS, a handful of utility for these CTs, and there's still 90 seconds for this pain train to find its station.
This is one of the most difficult rounds in CSGO to pick up on the big stage. Series point, pressure on either side of the server, mistakes will be made, communication will be off, things will get awkward, and they've lost that first pick. It's Nafly with the FAMAS that delivers the pain towards Electronic, who's been an absolute stunner so far in this series. Na'Vi slow things right down. Bomb towards top and middle. Simple working his way through underpass, and Liquid know that 1 kill's not enough. We talked about this before. They got that frag initially, and they just were too static. They had to be more active with the lesser weaponry. You allow Na'Vi to group up and go as a 4-man unit of AKs and Kriegs. They're going to absolutely destroy you. We need information here. We need key positioning. Traps need to be laid.
Well, this looks like a good one, though. Perfecto is going to be checking that, but Stewie just worms his way back towards the ladder and will silently descend Ollie about to fly towards his location though, but that's actually going to spur him forwards, and no sound cue.
Go.
This could be a fantastic frag. Stewie, he's done everything he can. A great catch. Boomich gone. 3 remain for Na'Vi. Pushing in is simple. He has the bomb on his back to close that gap towards Elige. And info and damage. Huge connection. Liquid, they might very well be surviving this round. Elige ensures it. Flamey's gone. And the newcomer to Na'Vi, Perfecto, presented an impossible task. He's tagged from every angle. 3 remain. They'll finish. Liquid weather the storm of the full buy.
That's what they needed to do there. They make it work. The opening pick from the FAMAS. They held the crossfires. They managed to get information, decent positioning, everything we wanted to see there from Liquid. Now they have a chance. They have the potential to find 5 rounds on the CT side of Mirage. No question about that. But the pressure and the stakes couldn't be higher. Round 26 coming up next. No timeout called. There was plenty of money there for Na'Vi. And we've got a hero AK from Simple. So they're going to go for pistols across the board pretty much. And then we'll have their star player. You can see they didn't want to take a timeout to talk about it. Just spawn as usual. It doesn't really matter. Just having a bit of fun. But they're going to go for an execution towards the A side of the map. So this will be quite significant investment. You're going to see smokes towards jungle, CT spawn, steps, Molotovs towards shadow. About 6 dozen flashes thrown over, try to get the bomb down with the Tech-9, and Simple should be at the back trying to find all the headshots, the covering fire. This is one position that really eluded Na'Vi before. They've learned their lesson. They're starting to Molotov sandwich, Alex. It's all coming together.
Does give him
we'll
a smoke.
see them go in.
Look at him playing around it though. It may very well be getting the best of them because he can just play around it 1 for 1. Naf catches Perfecto. No one crossing to the site successfully. Naf's made sure of that. All onto one man, and Electronic, he's got no health, and as soon as that smoke fades, so does this round, even before securing the 11th. Liquid, that's going to be putting a little bit more flame beneath them.
Yeah, and they invested too much money there, Na'Vi. They weren't really keeping their eye on the prize. They got carried away with that set piece. Flamey's got $3,900 after what should have just been a partial buy. They've invested everything there. Now there's going to be compromises. They had $8 grand on like 2 players. So now he can't even afford much more than a flashbang to go with his AK.
Yeah,
he's gone for Galil instead. And a MAC-10. How have you let that happen? This is how you give up and go to overtime or those sort of decisions, because you didn't take a bloody timeout and talk about it.
You can see the frustration. You can hear it as well from Henry G. And now into the middle. Stewie will miss the shot. Hard to hit as he jumped onto towards the bin. Flamey, oh, never mind, it was Boomich in the smoke, and Elige does find him with the wild spray. And this, a team, yes, full of incredible Counter-Strike players, but one thing has always been observed. Na'Vi can fall into the trap of arguments, even in the middle of rounds. They have to keep their head clear. Still, 1 round. The objective has not changed. Oh, great spot from Electronic, but Naf lives to fight another day. And a very kind smoke to help him with his relocation.
Yeah, this is all starting to crumble now. MAC-10's gone. Nafly will make his way out. They've got a 5-on-3 lead. Simple. Always has the potential to bring these rounds back, but he needs an opening. There is a slight one there with the smoke. Is he going to push through? Make his way towards jungle. It's a difficult push to make. He goes for it. He might have threaded the needle in the correct manner here, but Elige makes his way back. Oh, he shot his teammate in the head. They're starting to crumble, Alex. You can see the pressure getting to them.
Yeah.
Bombs are falling apart. The mismanagement of the economy coming through. This might go to overtime.
Certainly looking likely, and that assist is not going to be going down well in the comms. Maybe he's going to take the one before he falls. And so another for Liquid. They were presented what looked impossible. Pick up 6 in a row to take it to overtime. Well, that's 50% of the way there.
Yeah, Na'Vi are certainly helping them out. And not to take anything away from Liquid, they've done very well in the rounds they were struggling in. They had the MP9s, the FAMASs. They did what they had to do, and Na'Vi starting to drop the ball a couple of times now. They're going to have to take a full eco ahead. No one invests in a cheeky AK or anything like that. Just get the money back up. This is another gimme round for Liquid. So that'll be 15-13, then they'll just need 2 rounds, and they're CT side of Mirage, and they're the ones who are not frustrated. They've always accepted their fate, and they're the ones coming back into the game now.
Interesting choice from Liquid. They just double peek, crouching in the off angle. It's a perfect way to counter a cheeky 1D, because there's no way he's going to get more than 1. He won't connect his shots, and so we said this should be a formality, and it does seem to be predicted outcome. Boomich, perhaps with the element of surprise onto Elige. Yup. Hello. Goodbye.
Well, they need the money at this point, so that's not bad at all. 1,500 for Boomich.
Not too bad, but it doesn't look like it's going to change the outcome of the round. Yes, there is a weapon. And you talk about the finances. Boomich just wants to try and cripple Liquid a little more. Not be a better time for Molotov. But it's going to be the combination Twists and Naf. There's another round one. Electronic maybe get that bomb down, actually.
That would help.
Maybe. Never mind. Nitro does get to short in time, and so we will see another go Liquid. That's 4 in a row ever since that sight has been pointed towards them of 15.
4 in a row. 2 more required. Boomich. Very happy with that one. Terrorists call a timeout now. And from what I can gather, this is their first one on the Na'Vi side. It says that on my screen right now. And if we can get confirmation on that, that'd be great. Yeah, it's their first one. And that just good, like that round when you were partially buying into it. Take the timeout. You're sat in spawn after timeout's expired, juggling weapons.
Throwing
around.
Tech 9s at each other.
Like, just take the timeout, boys. Like, it's there for a reason. Why have you got Blade on the stage if you're not going to use them then to close out the game? It doesn't make any sense. It beggars belief. But now they will use it. Not too late, obviously, they can still close to some regulation, but now the pressure's got even more insane. They had 6-round buffer before, now it's just 2.
God, the tension on that stage right now, you could just hear a pin drop. Ooh, bunny hopping on the head of Simple. Does get Electronic a nice early start into middle, but the nade does soften him up, and the spray, not another one. Naf first with the FAMAS, and now Elige through the smoke. Electronic's gone, forced to watch as Na'Vi try and find this 16th. That's going to slow things right down.
Definitely is. Elige strikes. They've got the T-sided weaponry now on the CT forces.
My God.
They've opened up that window of opportunity, and Liquid have just leapt through it. Simple with the AWP, though. Throwing away the creek. Doesn't want to have any more of those.
Yeah. We talk about game being of the smallest margins. Perhaps a save creek could be one of them, but you got to do the shoot in as well. Smoke, window smoke missed. Oh, you're seeing more and more signs as this castle could very well have been built on sand. My God, on the cross is Stewie, but the perfect flash to enable Boomich across. Bombs on chair though, then far from committing, but they have taken some degree of control away. This could be all trying to get the CTs hot and bothered, and ooh, Simple.
That's so sick. The flashbang combo as well, the speed of the shot. Elige will pull one back. Good position. And a great shot from Simple. He's doing everything he can to drag them over the finish line here, Alec. This could be the moment. 25 seconds remain, and Twist is well got to wait for the backup here. Now towards short, bomb planted. Is this the moment where they eliminate Liquid from the tournament?
Simple starting to believe that it's possible. 2 incredible shots. The one-man beast. 2 frags on his belt. 3 standing on the site. He's responsible for the push, flashing in. Twist wants to try and find Perfecto, and already does. Simple, what was that shot? But immediately traded onto Flamey to save the day. He gets the first to knock out Liquid. The bomb's ticking away at quite the pace. Twist does have the kit. He's got a good idea. Swings out, and Flamey's done it! Na'Vi are off to the semi-finals, and they smash the curse of win versus Liquid and 223 days.